Dave Robinson, Pro Football Hall of Famer, and Levack, also Green Bay Packers as well, Super Bowl 1 and 2. Dave, we were just talking about back in the day, we're looking up, they have all the banners from all the Super Bowls. They didn't say Super Bowl 1 and 2 back in the day, did they?
No, the Super Bowl 1 and 2 were actually called the AFL NFL World Championship Games.
Yeah.
Not to the merger did it take the official name Super Bowl, and nor did the trophy take the name the Lombardi Trophy. So we won 2 trophies, but they're not Lombardi trophies. They're
that's
AFL NFL World Championship.
You guys are why it's called the Lombardi Trophy,
That's
making
right.
the Chiefs and the Raiders look silly in the first 2 championship games.
When you were playing in those games back then, 1 and 2, did you realize how big this game would eventually be? Would you ever fathom that in 2015, looking around, it would be this?
Yeah, best way to explain it was my wife, we lived in New Jersey, she wanted to fly out to see the game, wanted to be there, have tickets to the game. And I told her, she wasn't a big football fan. But I said, hey, why are you doing that? You can stay home and watch it live in the car. She said, well, someday the Super Bowl will probably be bigger than the World Series. She said, I want to be at the very first one. And I said, well, yeah, I think you're wrong, but come on out. Well, she was right. It is now. And she used to say all the time, she said, if it wasn't for the fact that they play it on Sunday, it'd be the national holiday. And she's right.
Smart woman.
Yeah, that's why she married me.
Now, did she ever let you forget it either?
No.
Hey, remember that one time I told you that the Super Bowl would be a big deal?
Yeah,
exactly.
She told me.
She forever scoreboard you on that one.
She had a 50-yard line seat, Super Bowl 1, 50-yard line seat. Well, maybe 49 or something like that. 49-yard seat, $12.
Oh, my goodness.
The regular other seats were 10, but the premium seats were $12. And it wasn't sold out.
You get to get a mortgage to get a 50-yard line seat now.
I don't know what they are. My seats aren't nearly on the 50, and they were more than I thought I ever paid for a ticket.
Dave Robinson with Armen and Levack on 104.5, the team inducted in the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2013.
Dave, I'm looking at both your rings. What do you like? We've seen some bling this weekend, but you are sporting some nice stuff. What do you got going on over there?
This is a Super Bowl 1, the very first one. I wear all the time because to me, the first one was the Super Bowl. It was a combination of all the years since 1960. The AFL had been going their way, and the NFL, people have been saying, some people in the country thought the AFL were better, some thought the NFL were better. AFL scored more points. I thought, we always said because their defenses weren't as good.
Right.
But anyway, and so a lot of people thought the AFL was going to crush us, and a lot of money was bet on the Kansas City Chiefs. The other thing was that the first time the 2 leagues had ever played. There was no interleague play, not even preseason. First time the 2 teams, the history of the teams had ever played. First time that the 2 distinctive teams, the defending champions of each team, were going to get a chance to play in the Super Bowl against each other, really to settle this thing once and for all. And this was a really big game. And I thought this, and all the things, all the pressures and everything else made it the Super Bowl. It was a bowl game, but it was a Super Bowl. Right. And I think that was the one and only Super. Now it's just championship. Now you got 2 teams may have played 5 or 6 weeks before playing each other. Not the 2 this year, but But that's why I think that was the Super Bowl, and the rest are just championship games.
And now what's that? Now they've gotten bigger and bigger, and that's a good-sized ring. What is that one?
This is my Hall of Fame ring from Canton, Ohio.
Oh, that's cool. I don't know if I've ever seen one of those. That's
no, there's not too many of them around.
Woo! You're dang right. There's not, Dave Robinson.
Bigger than my living room television.
Yeah, it's got that's the
linebacker.
But I mean the thing is that the bust that's in Canton. It's reproduced on the ring.
Oh, the bust is on the ring.
Yeah.
That is cool. Dave Robinson, NFL Hall of Famer. And so did you get to customize your Hall of Fame ring at all?
Let me tell you what happened.
Yeah.
My class, 2013, was the 50th anniversary class. And this is supposed to be a 50th anniversary ring. And we made them. And when the other Hall of Famers saw them, they all went Google over it. And so some people started buying it. And so they decided to give this ring to everybody. So now class of 2014 got them. This year's class to be elected on the 31st on Saturday, they'll get them. And the Hall of Fame is going back and starting with the oldest guys first, going to give all the former Hall of Famers this ring, upgrade them to this ring. So this will be the ring. My ring says 279 inside. I'm the 279th person to join the Hall. And then there was 7 last year. Well, it was 280 because Warren Sapp, it's alphabetical order. Warren Sapp is after Robinson. So there's 280 after my class. It's 287. Depending on how many going now, there's going to be 287 guys right now in the Hall of Fame. So they got to go back and get the rings. So only 14 of us have the rings legally.
You do everything first. You win the championship game first. You get the ring first.
That was also the 50th anniversary of my joining the National Football League, 1963.
Look at that.
So all together, I mean, it's a great year, 2013. I love it, man. And I'll tell you, the other thing is, This is Super Bowl 49. Next year, Super Bowl 50. If I can just make it, I never thought that with the beating and banging my body took, I'd be around to see Super Bowl 50.
Well, you bring up a good point with the beating and the banging. Yeah. That's why you're here today.
Right.
PastUSA.com.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what the actual, the goal of it.
PAST, P-A-S-T. P-A-S-T, PAST is a group that does a lot for the former ball players. But they have a thing now, PastUSA.com. And what they do, they have a video now. If you go online to PastUSA.com, you can download the video or buy the DVD. And what it's intended to do, this is a video or DVD to make the parent answer the question, should my child play football? It goes into concussions and injuries and everything else. You got former NFL ball players talking about they review it from the time Pee-wee football right through. It's a great thing. I had 3 boys who I allowed to play football, but I wish I had this to help me make that decision. I still would have let them play football, I think, but this made I could make an intelligent decision after watching this DVD. And I think any parent who has a son or daughter who wants to play in the NFL or play football should look at this DVD. So should any coach, so should any kind of a school official or any fan in general to find out what's going on, because this is the thing. When I was getting ready to make for my sons, I went and I actually looked like interviewed. I went and talked to the coaches of the Pee Wee football, and one guy who showed me any name was bragging about the fact he was so tough. I coached like Lombardi. And you can understand that. That's a great way.
Yeah.
Well, that was there's a very small part, 5% of Lombardi's persona. Plus, when Lombardi was ramping and raving at me, I was 23 years old. My son was 8. And he wasn't going to do that to my son.
Yeah.
And so I took him completely out of that program and put him in another one. But I made that decision because I knew what I wanted. And this film will help other parents do the same thing. Don't just drop your son off at practice and go to a knitting class or something. Stay there, see what's going on, review what the coach is doing, compare it to what you see in this tape, and you'll make much more informed decisions.
Educate yourself before you.
Correct. That's
beautiful.
Right.
Dave Robinson, Pro Football Hall of Famer, Green Bay Packers Super Bowl 1 and 2 champion. Dave, thanks for being here today. I told you earlier, I feel like I see you every year. You're always hanging out on Radio Row. I love you, man. Good to see you.
I get free donuts here.
Hey, where the hell are you getting those from, man? We've been trying to find free food all day.
Go through that window where's his exit. Go through there. They got donuts, coffee, everything.
They have donuts.
I think if you have a ring, they have donuts.
Well, mention my name. They'll charge you double. Don't worry about that.
Gotcha.
Can I get
cookies? They have cookies.
Can I get a Hall of Fame championship high five out of you?
You got it, brother.
Revive the 5, Dave Robinson. Revive the 5, baby. We love you, man.
I love you too, guys.
Thanks for coming by.
Hey, thank you. I enjoyed it very much.
Yes, sir. Good to see you.
And I'll see you next year.
Hey,
Super Bowl 50 in San Francisco.
Hey, we'll be there.
We'll do that.
It's going to be a big one. And then the next year, Super Bowl 51. That'll be 50 years
since your victory.
In the January 15th, 2017 will be exactly 50 years from Super Bowl 1.
Wow.
So
I love it, man. Historian of the game. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Dave
My
Robinson,
pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, brother. Have fun with you.